The life force of your bond. A power like life itself. Unseen for generations. A dyad in the force.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dyad in the Force 199.
199 out of your mind?
We are one episode away from the Spicy Noodle Challenge, and the Dyad tries out British snacks. To which I am... Unfortunately, I don't know if the person that wants us to do this is going to be around for it, but hey, we do it for content, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it as a separate special on like the Saturday or something, depending on their schedule.
Oh, Wookie. You mean the Saturday following Saturday, or just a Saturday?
Just a Saturday.
Gotcha.
Sometime when they can be around, but I don't know.
Shout out to Harith. Why is this so spicy? The things you do for content.
Why is it so spicy?
Oh, YouTube is ahead of TikTok for once? I can't explain that. So Bun Bun says, my favorite character so far has got to be Orla.
Yeah, that is the correct choice. No, just kidding. I love my boy Wreath.
Orla is the correct choice for me. I just won't say anything further because no, that's it. That's all I can say. Orla's my favorite.
Also, Master Comac does some pretty cool stuff in there too.
You mean Chris Angel?
he does mind freak some people a little bit. I'm curious where you're at in the book, but you know, I because I don't want to risk spoiling anything before you get there. But awesome that you're enjoying it now. I think the whole series is due for a reread after I finish the book series I'm currently reading.
I just have to catch up entirely, to be honest. I am several books behind in the High Republic, and I feel terrible. And comics. No, don't think too much of it. When I say I can't say anything more, it's literally just like I don't want to risk saying anything.
That's going to be an
Ken_Carey
OnlyFans charge,
has
sir.
become a member of the Dyad Squadron.
Shout out to Kenny for being a member for 31 months. Let's go, Skeleton Crew. We just don't want to say anything mistakenly to spoil anything. That's all.
Yeah. You know how sometimes you'll have like a friend who's like, well, you know, they'll say something in front of someone else like it's a secret, but it like hints you that something's going on. We're just trying to avoid all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because the High Republic hits, you know?
It's hard.
So freaking hard.
In the words of our good friend Captain Guile, or Colonel Guile, so hard that the next Bison wannabe is gonna feel it. That's the worst when consuming media. Agreed. What am I hearing?
Me logging into TikTok on my computer.
Gotcha. Jay Lego says, cool shirt. Who?
Obviously you. Mine is just a green shirt.
Yeah, but sometimes green shirts are cool.
Oh, you like that crew neck, bro? Yeah. That's stylish.
You can't speak for everyone's tastes, you know. Monica!
Menage!
You think you could win this race? Yeah. You better. We got rent to pay. Sorry. There's two absolute truths about Dyad and the Force. First of which is we will quote Rush Hour. The second of which is we will quote Fast and Furious.
You got to.
I am ready for Pictionary and real fans. Yes, you are, Marianne. Shout out to Marianne in the chat. Go follow her at MARI_MAWI.
Did you see DePaul in the Santa outfit? No. I need to call DePaul and just catch up.
Let's get him on the show, man. I mean, that's in addition to you calling him.
Yeah.
V-neck for the win. All about showing off the cheest. Sure.
Jazzy, great to see you too. How have you been?
Hope the High Republic writers get to do any post-Tross stuff when it happens. I hope the High Republic writers get to write a movie. Because I really do think that they're capable of it. I mean, all writers kind of have that overlap and that crossover. You know?
Yeah. I mean, and they're the ones that you know, at least the way they craft these worlds and tell these stories. And obviously, they would still need someone. You know, we still need a competent director, and we still need some a good acting cast and stuff. But
Shout out to Jay Lego. Like I said, we hungry. Which Fast and Furious? That's Too Fast for sure. Oh man, if you guys wanna quiz
pockets
us,
ain't empty, cuz. Yeah. Throw any Fast and Furious quotes. We got them on lock for sure.
What is that, Donkey Kong? I have been well. I would love to be on your show if it would be so awesome. Yeah, let's have you on the show. And just to kind of like put this thought out into the ether, I know things look very, very shaky for the next month in terms of if you are watching us on a particular app. We'll always be around on the Red Play Button side. So if you are not subscribed to our Red Play Button channel, please do so. We're going to keep on going for as long as possible on this side. But should it shake up where it's just not going to be around,
They're gonna rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up.
then come join us on the Red Play Button side. Especially Kevin and Charles. You know what? Okay, I have a question for the chat, especially for those who read or are reading the High Republic. Which author would you like to be?
Claudia Gray.
Okay, well, no, that's not the whole question.
Claudia Gray.
Which writer from the High Republic series would you like to pair with which director to bring an original movie to life? So obviously there's going to be some Claudia Grays in there. So I will go ahead and put the thought into the ether as well. Claudia Gray with Bryce Dallas Howard.
Ooh.
Marianne said Cavan Scott with Gareth Edward.
Yeah.
Okay. I just love Claudia Gray's character work, and coupled that with Bryce Dallas Howard's directing style. Kenny says Miss Gray and James Patterson. Remind me what James Patterson has done.
James Patterson is a writer.
Real? Oh, he doesn't. He does.
So James Patterson usually he did all the like A Long Time of Spider. He did all of the books that read like children's story titles are James Patterson books. I'm trying to remember. Did he also work on the films as well?
I'm unsure. Marianne wants to change her answer. to Kevin Scott and Bryce Dallas Howard. I swear you have the best takes. Bun Bun, I appreciate that. But my takes are just, I don't know. I like really good directors and writers. That's all. Charles Soule and the Daniels. Who are the Daniels?
The Daniels did actually I believe that they are doing some work on Skeleton Crew, but they also did my brain is crapping out on me.
Everything Everywhere All at Once? Okay.
Yes.
That would be cool. Kevin Scott does have that that kind of massive set piece brain. So if you can take like a really, really epic set piece and make that the crux of the story, I think that works. With the mind that brought us Everything Everywhere All at Once. The Daniels did the Neil episode in Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he gets where he rizzes up Hena and has the hero shot? He's got the anime curl and everything.
I'm trying to think.
Sometimes Christmas.
Who was it? Who was it that did? What was the movie? 1917. The war movie.
1949.
No.
The Longest Day. Captain Save-A-Ho. I mean, Saving Private Ryan.
I mean, that was Spielberg, which I'd be into that. Or I would really want to do like a straight up war movie style.
Would that be the Jedi Sith War, or kind of like Hope with the Republic troopers and the Sith?
Yeah, give me
prisoners?
Republic troopers in there, and oh my goodness, who wrote Battlefront Twilight Company? Crap. Man. Yeah, it's not. I'm not having a good brain day.
Sam Mendes, 1917.
Yeah, Sam Mendes in 1917, which was a fantastic, and then have him paired with Alex Freed. So as a Star Wars writer, Alex Freed
Didn't he do
like war things very well.
Didn't Alex Freed do one of the
Alphabet Squadron? Yes, he did.
How's it going, Spooky Kitty? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy on our way to New Year. I take Tim Miller to do an animated Star Wars movie. Tim Miller would do a really good Sith origin movie. I kind of feel like it would almost be a Mad Max type of almost atmosphere.
Yeah. I'm super excited because Alexander Freed is also writing the new book, Reign of the Empire, or he's doing the new book that has Mon Mothma on the cover.
Unfamiliar. See, I've been really, really out of the books for a while.
It's called Reign of the Empire, The Mask of Fear.
Gotcha.
Alexander Freed does a lot of like gritty feeling stuff that, as well as does great with war stuff, does great with pilot stuff, and yeah, I would love to see him do some stuff. And he also worked with Old Republic as well.
I wonder how many times I'm going to speak the words, hear the words Alphabet Squadron before I actually get down to reading that series.
I feel like it would be so easy to like listen to the audiobook while you're dashing.
I know. But at the same time, as much as that makes sense, there's a lot of getting out. You know, I could potentially listen to it while waiting for orders, but like sometimes things are just so fast that I can barely listen to a song. So it's unreliable. I just need to find a time where Rivals isn't the de facto thing to do.
That's true. Which today's probably not going to be the best for that. Well, depending on if Cal is still streaming, we may have to join him. But
I actually got into with Steph, right, and Seamus.
Yeah,
I actually got into Aelin. What is it called? They got me into a game called Aelin Tale Tavern, and it really is just running your own tavern. And there is like open world stuff to do, like collecting materials for your tavern, but like you're just running it and like taking orders, and like I didn't know how fun that would be until I did it, and it was just me running around taking orders, telling them what to cook, and then washing the dishes, and then restocking things. I'm just like, what the hell? I'm working in a game now.
Yeah, no, I saw you guys doing something, and I was like, nah, I'm in the lab still.
Very fun.
You know what? I know we've already talked about Claudia Gray, but once again, Claudia Gray paired up with Greta Gerwig. That's what I want. I think that would be the shit.
Remind me what Greta has done. The name is familiar, but
I mean, she did Barbie for
okay.
one thing, but everything she does is fantastic.
No, I would watch that for sure. Now here's a cop-out answer. I don't know how much of a cop-out answer it is, but I would pair Daniel Jose Older with Christopher Nolan. Because they're both real grounded.
Yeah.
In their styles. I wouldn't want Christopher Nolan to touch anything mystic, but I would love like a really, really down-to-earth story within the galaxy that's just a very real story. You know what I mean? Is it a top-down pixel art game? No, it's a third person 3D open world game.
I kind of picture him working with what's his name who wrote Plagueis?
Lucino?
Yeah, James Lucino.
Growl Batman voice. I'm the Jedi. Getting Nolan to do a Star Wars film would be hard, since I believe he said in an interview he wouldn't be interested. It all depends. It all depends, really. Like, if you were to come to him and be like, hey, do you want to do like a saga film? Obviously that there are strict guidelines to follow and a narrative that exists. But I think you could sway Nolan to do an original story that is within the universe, that has nothing to do with the Jedi and the Sith, that is about a very real person dealing with some really real issues, kind of like Andor with Tony Gilroy. I think you can find a story that Nolan would be able to do well, paired with the right writer.
You know what else? Give me Alyssa Wong, paired up with two people, right? One, whoever directed Fleabag, because I think that would be magical. Like the chaos of Fleabag put onto Dr. Aphra would be incredible. and then I think you might have to have someone, have him work alongside like the Russo brothers, who do have a great mind for comedy, but also action as well.
In that case, I will take half of your answer and pair Alyssa Wong with John Chu.
Okay.
Like, you put Afra in kind of like a very Crazy Rich Asians type of narrative. I'd watch that. Well, I'm off to play some video games. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, Bun Bun. Again, don't forget to subscribe to us on the red play button side. How's it going, Heather? I hope you enjoy your video games. This may be off topic, but I feel like we need more unknown actresses and actors in Hollywood.
Yeah, I think, they need to do a better job giving opportunities to more people, for sure. I think we've seen quite a bit that with the right directions, there's so many people that can just do amazing things.
Yeah. Also, it's not off topic, but with this current exercise, we can do nothing but name known people, known directors, right? So
yeah,
I can't be like, let's pair Daniel Jose Older with Jim Smith, who's just coming out of college but did a really cool, student film. We don't know these people, but I would be on board with them giving an unknown director a shot with one of the writers of the High Republic. I would like to see Justina Ireland do something akin to Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, there's something to be said of overlap. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people who have great comedy chops also do great like drama, because they understand levity and stuff. There's yeah.
All right, let's move on to lore.
Joe Schreiber and Sam Mendes. Yeah. Schreiber did Red Harvest, and then and of course the other Death Troopers as well.
So we're moving on to lore. So just kind of like putting it out there that this episode is very, very light because we're in the middle of the holidays, but we still wanted to hang out with you guys. So we update the topics really quickly. Hot takes will be overtaken by games.
Yeah, it's not lore based, but there's two things that I do think we can talk about that we haven't really talked about. One was Disney's kind of official reasoning behind the cancellation of The Acolyte. Have we actually spoke about that yet?
We were talking briefly about it during the pre-show, but we can kind of, we can.
I've been talking about it forever because they said exactly what I've been saying. So
Yeah, and there's a lot of there's a lot of cross chatter about, they do this all the time. They pick and choose what quote is quoted, and they make it about something that's not what was said. So why don't you brief us on what was said about the Acolyte?
Yeah, I mean the short and sweet of it was they said that they were happy with how it performed. However, the cost that went into making it, they felt it didn't warrant at the time. They were happy with what it did for its one season, but it didn't warrant getting another season essentially. Her says, yeah, it's just corporate talk added with the Iger quote about moving away from streaming. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, the Iger quote was from a year prior to the show coming out, right? It's just so that's what I've been pointing, like, as a company, this is the direction that they've already said that they're trying to head in. So it made sense to me that the show that they already promised would be one season would be one season, and they would move in that direction. All the projects that were already being worked on when he came back are all being completed, and they're reassessing the future after that. So even on the Marvel side, there's going to be a lot less stuff after 2025.
Yeah. I also think that the landscape of entertainment has shifted dramatically, and that was to be expected, because going into the pandemic, everyone was home. They didn't have movie theaters. So,
which, by the way, I still think what they did was a genius idea, right? I mean, they took advantage of the pandemic to gain as much ground in the streaming market as possible, which made their service, leapfrog a lot of other already established services to become the second in line to become profitable,
Yeah, and I'm one of the customers of Raya, of Mulan. I bought those to see that on Disney Plus early. Raya
was good. I feel like there's certain things that just not enough people gave the chance to.
I didn't think Raya suffered too much in terms of critical reception, but I did love the movie. But again, the landscape has changed now. The movie theaters are open, and so what they did. I feel like what they did was they were planning for the pandemic, and in actuality, all of the shows took a lot longer than they thought. And the pandemic ended sooner than they thought. So they had all of these shows planned for streaming in development, and everyone went back out into the world, and theaters returned. I still would argue that their decision to can Acolyte
is a short-sighted one.
Yes. Now, I talked to you guys earlier during the pre-show, but I would love Choco's take on it as well. I was mentioning the fact that there's so many assets that they could breathe a second life into, with the props, the costumes, the makeup, the prosthetics, the sets, everything that they did spend money to build. They could get a second life out of them by pursuing not even a second season of The Acolyte, but by pursuing another story adjacent to it, like the Chimere. But it is myopic to think that just outright canceling the show and putting all of those investments to rest is going to be fiscally sound. Obviously the decision is clear. let's not do this anymore.
Yeah.
You don't spend more money, but then all of that stuff that you just invested in goes away.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you also can't put good money after bad. You know what I mean? Like if you that you'd have to hire someone in charge of tracking all assets created and all stories in production to see what can be repurposed and where. And
The Jedi.
sometimes you run into, you know, the effort of arranging this stuff could potentially eclipse the cost that it would be saving. You know what I mean?
I can see that. But then what I did say earlier was that regardless of the fate of a show or a movie, those characters now exist within the toy box of Star Wars.
Absolutely.
And who else returned just based on popularity? Boba Fett. And Boba Fett had no other property other than him as a kid in Clone Wars. And they brought him back because he was a popular character. And so I feel like Chimere and the Stranger being popular, that they can also breathe new life into him with whatever they can. Like no one thought that Black Chrysanthemum was going to show up. Some people speculated on Cad Bane, and we got him. But like a lot of these characters are now within the Star Wars toy box, and they can show up in adjacent narratives or even just in a new narrative. Be like, haha, I'm back.
And we do have books and stuff coming out still. So y'all may hate me for this, but I'm a big book fan, and I would almost prefer the rest of the Acolyte story in book form. You know what I mean? Because I think there's so much that they could do, and especially in that type of story, to really let us know exactly what people are thinking and like internal monologues and stuff like that. I think will take it super far. I want more of that story.
I agree with you at this point. At this point, yes, books. If nothing else, books. But I would argue as well that like they had a chance to let it cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like all of my issues, the pacing, the execution, with the Acolyte could have been addressed had they had the time to kind of take that all in and let it simmer.
Yeah, I mean, there's also something to be said about them, Disney kind of wussing out on a few things nowadays. We've been seeing them pull certain episodes of things that haven't been released and stuff like that just to appease the man children. I feel like there's a certain thing where companies won't put enough behind the projects that come from marginalized communities, and so they just inherently won't be able to do as well, and then that can be pointed out to as a thing. Also, for some reason, it always feels like any project coming from a marginalized community, there also is some other drama happening at the same time that hampers it. that could just be me. Like I feel like Blue Beetle, I thought great movie. We couldn't talk about it because that was during the writer's strike. You know what I mean?
That's
Which
true.
I'm for, but like at the same time, I'm like, I want more movies like that, and I feel like we could have built up hype. I'm getting excited for our new Captain America, but then there's a character in that film that's causing other people to not want to talk about it, and you're like, I get it, but also like. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, I completely understand. I mean, we couldn't even talk about Ahsoka,
Yeah.
as well. And that's just kind of like how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Harith said, I still think we are getting something. Why bring Manny to Celebration Japan? That could be a very like a number of things. He probably still has promotional schedules under his contract. Or we could be getting something. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are truly uncomfortable with the words "I don't know." You know what I mean?
I'm not one of those people, and I say it. I keep saying I don't know, and my wife's like, "Well, what do you know?" That's just like I don't know.
we could see potentially something. Who knows? He has been very vocal about a season 2.
Yeah, he wants it. I want it. Young in the chat says we can't be denied to see Manny Jacinto shirtless, sleeveless, pantless yet again.
God damn.
I didn't see the pantless. It was on a separate line that kind of took me. Shout out to Pod One's podcast. What's going on, gentlemen?
I feel like I have to match the thirst. I hope in Celebration Japan they announce the Tag Corporation. I don't know how long I'm going to argue for Domina Tag to have a presence on the screen. But then I will be equally thirsty.
I mean, I really feel that way about Amandla. I'm just saying, like that. The Acolyte's red carpet was the thirstiest red carpet of any Star Wars. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I said what I said.
I agree completely. Podwan says, "What do we have here?" So is that Chris? That's Chris's line. Oh, hi me. I am uncomfortable with that phrase. Are you uncomfortable with that phrase?
Chris is too busy trying to sneak contraband.
He's too busy doing the one-handed
office.
shuffle behind his back.
Yeah.
How's it going, Gawain? Or Goen? I hope I'm saying that right.
Gawain Keen, hello. What's that behind your back? Nothing. Other hand? Both hands at the same time? I'm surprised he didn't try to like balance it on his elbows. Yeah.
Yes, I am. I hate saying it even though I know I don't know everything.
Mommy of interest in live action, please. How much harder must I beg? That's also very true. Also, Kenny, good news. In a couple short weeks, they are bringing Star Wars Hunters to PC, which means I will actually play it.
That's true. I'll have to play it too.
I'm sorry, I was not going to load it on BlueStacks. Like my I don't know. Like apparently it is going to have be cross-platform. Yeah, we'll play it.
Well, see, Marianne, the I don't know thing comes from so earlier during the pre-show we were talking about who Jod would be, right? And I said, or someone said, could be Corky, and I was like, yes, it could be Corky. I mean, Corky was like in his teens.
I mean, that's what I said.
Corky could be in his teens during the Clone Wars, during that period, and 27 years, right? We're going off of the default 27 years, which is the 20-year reign of the Empire, and then the 7 years that is reportedly the after Return of the Jedi, because Mandalorian is like 8 ABY, so that's like the default. He does have a quirky hairline, to be completely honest with you. But it matches. Jude Law is 51. Corky would be somewhere around his 40s. And as with all of the actors playing anybody within 10 years of them, because 20-year-olds play high school students and stuff, it makes sense. Jude Law could play a 40-year-old. He doesn't look like he's 51. So I'm on board with the Corky. But also, I don't know who he is. Like, the one thing that I proposed is that we don't know his real name. We don't know, because he had like what was his? It's Captain Silvo, Crimson Jack. What was Pocket? What was his name to Pocket? Zanuck or something?
Ooh, yeah.
Dash Zanuck. And then
I gotta love. Okay, I was also kind of simping over Pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Our Umbaran queen.
Yes, that's a yes. But also there were guards chasing after him. They called him Jodnik something.
They did.
So we don't even know if that's his name. Like, is the name Jod Nanawood? Like, who is he? Like, I feel like he could have a name that was on the path wall, because there was a lot of names on that wall, and that was his earlier calling, and then he decided to turn to piracy for some reason. And this is the part where I say,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. There's just lots of possibilities, and I just want to play around in this world of possibilities. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's exciting about Star Wars in these conversations, and talking with all of you guys. It's awesome. Gowan says, I just want to say thanks for all the positive Star Wars content. I really appreciate it. We appreciate you, and we just like Star Wars. It's easy to spread hate and negativity. But it
takes more energy.
It's way more fun to just have fun and talk.
It takes more effort to build than it does to destroy.
Yeah.
Do you really like Star Wars though?
With all of its wokeness.
Jeez. You know what?
Love
I gotta
it.
Be honest.
Love it. Way, the woker the better. It's funny though, because like George Lucas is a leftist hippie who
George Lucas was the Stan Lee cameo that said, "Make love, not war."
So like anyone, I don't know, it's weird that you could complain about it. You know what I mean?
Most of the stuff they complain about is completely fabricated on their own as well.
That's true. Young said
like,
earlier, I won't lie, I kind of hate this take. We don't have to relate everything back to the goddamn Skywalkers, which is true. No, it's still the only one that I do want to go back to the Skywalkers is I do want I do want Corky to be Kenobi, and then through that line.
Excuse me? When did you get into the Corky Kenobi fandom?
Listen, I only am a truther in the sense that I want Miramir to be related to Corky.
And that gives you Rey Kenobi.
That gives us a Rey connection.
That's like that's.
But it also gives her a connection to Mandalore as well. I thought that would be really cool.
I mean, that's what I wanted this whole time. Because didn't Miramir have an English accent when she was talking to Rey in the flashback?
I don't know, but I can't look at accents like that. I wish we could do Bloodline, but with Carrie gone, yeah.
I do. I mean, Leia had an accent. What did she say to Tarkin?
I smelled your foul stench.
As soon as I was brought on board.
Let's see. Earlier, Young said, who would play live-action Ventress? I know you got some pep.
I like. Oh man, Dakin. What's her?
Ava Green?
No.
Well, that's who I got.
I keep on forgetting her name because she has a really complicated name. Well, not really complicated, but it's
Harrison James wants Aubrey Plaza to play Ventress. Florence Kasumba. Let me look this up. Oh, yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I do like that one a lot, actually.
Who? Florence Kasumba?
Yeah.
Oh, her, yeah. I could see that. But my original pick is Deacon Lockman. I'll put it in the chat so everyone can look her up. That's the one. Legit thought Ileana was in the chat with all this quirky talk.
Oh, her. Okay.
From Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, I guess. But for me, it's the 100.
That's funny. Like, because everyone knows her from somewhere specific. For me,
She has the
when
eyes.
I look at her, I think of her as Sierra on Dollhouse.
Yes. I wish Eliza still had a career. Shout out to the douche, you know?
Listen, Dollhouse first season, fantastic TV. If y'all haven't seen it, there's a couple moments of that show that like blew my mind. Back when before we found out how terrible Joss Whedon was.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad. I just made myself sad.
But there's a certain picture of Deacon with short hair that has me thinking about the Bad Batch Ventress. So I gotta think about that as well. But there's a great number of people that can play Ventress. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I've changed my mind. I'm with Kenny.
Who would play Cthulhups?
Oh, jeez.
I feel like
I mean-
Sinbad could.
We already have we only have a live action Cthulhups. So same, I guess.
True. Unless it was like a Wizard of Oz behind the curtain type of such a scenario. But, you know, what's next? Andor season 2? Is that what's the next one for TV?
For TV, yeah, I mean, no. I suppose the next one is Visions. Next season of Visions, but
Canon.
after that, Andor.
So the next canon one is Andor.
Yeah, to my knowledge.
Live action Callus. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. It's a pretty simpleton answer. But when I see Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy, kind of has the Callus look. The after the betrayal look with the mid-length hair. Not betrayal. The mid the post, what do they call it?
I mean, I have to say Luke Hagen for Callus. Are you still in the chat, Luke?
I'm trying to find the word post when they leave the Empire. What are the defection?
Defecting?
Defecting. Post defection. Yes. Jamie Lannister actor? I don't know. In terms of looks, yes, but personality, no. Although he could act, you know, that's the point of acting. It's just when you say something like Jamie Lannister and not like Nikolai Coster-Waldau, then I'm picturing Jamie Lannister. But I do like Jensen Ackles.
I mean, Steve Urkel is a Star Wars character now.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we got a
Gunter.
Yeah.
Though you asked the question, Young, who would you like to play live action Callus? Do we have any other live action castings?
You want Tom Egerton in something in Star Wars?
Steve is now in an acid bath in Star Wars now. Kenny, I don't know how many times we have to correct you, but he clearly was not in an acid bath. He was saying, "Damn you, Silvo!" He's one of those people that sends his minions in first, right? And so
I mean, like, we heard the people in the acid bath die, and then we heard Urkel at the end call for Silva. So like he
But we also have to
he
recall
made it.
the look of the room, right? It was the door.
There was stairs.
And then it
yeah.
went down into the pool, and then it went back up into a door. So I feel like he was at the door, and then the other minions were down in the pool.
Oh, I thought that was Brutus. Brutus wasn't there, was he?
No.
No, he just sent Gunter.
You can't kill off Urkel. He's what the audience wants. There's a shot from the trailer.
What's
with
the
Urkel.
over or the under that he says, did I do that or something like that.
I don't know. There's a strong possibility if he commits a mutiny against Brutus. Like, if at some point there is reason enough for him to commit mutiny against Brutus, and he like pushes him out of a ship, and he's like, "Did I do that?" But he doesn't say it like that. He's like, "What did you do?" Like, did I do that? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm picturing it something like that, where it's just like stated, where so if you know, you know. I know. I'm really excited for next week's episode though, because like we've put the kids in a corner that like I can't see a way out of, and I love when that sort of thing happens.
Oh yeah. I mean,
how they're gonna now the kids are trapped, and he's got the coordinates, the ability to find the planet, and they don't.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I love about predictability, in a good way, narratively. When I said this before the show even started, I said that Jod would endear himself to the kids.
Yeah.
And the start of it was them hugging him. Like, you came, you saved us. It's like, yeah, I mean, of course. But then, like, obviously, inside the secret layer, his eyes are, are goo goo gaga for treasure. And so he does what he does. And then the kids are trapped, and he goes off with the lightsaber. I think that on his way to At-Aten, while the kids are trying to figure out their way, like, through the escape room, Smee, because his memory core has been bypassed, he's only following it because of the code. While he's helping Jod with the treasure on At-Aten, Smee is like, I'm really worried about the children, or something like that. He's like, would you stop talking about the children? It's like, they have nowhere to go. I can't. I want to save the children. And then John's like, oh God, you're right. Goes back for them,
I could definitely see that, especially, like Harris said, he cut the restraining bolt off of him, meaning that he now can commit violence. Do you think he's going to use that against Jod? And do you think this is going to end with him being the captain of his own ship?
I don't know. There's that darned old phrase. I don't see him. I do. Let's see. Let's go through all of the branching dialogue options. Blue
Eagle Gamer says, hoping KB gets to shine next episode. You know what I think? I think that's exactly what's going to happen, and I think KB installed some type of override inside of the droid.
That could also be a thing. I was saying during the pre-show, someone asked who my favorite character was. It's obviously KB, but I've been, like ruminating on all of the hero shots we've been getting of her seemingly doing nothing. All right, we got the hero shot of Neil after he gets a kiss on the cheek from Hena. And then, but before that, during the start of the episode, the statue gets shot. Everybody runs away, and KB is just standing there staring at something. Don't know why. And then, they have to come back for her. KB, come on! And so, there's so many purposeful hero shots and zoom-ins on KB's face, especially when Kim is, telling her, trust your instincts, or, follow your gut. There's another hero shot of KB when they're exiting the observatory. There's so many and yes, detecting the droid, it could be something that is within her visor thing, but I feel like they're being way too Chekhov's gunny with with KB in some regards. So
I mean, yeah, I just think, because I do think she's going to be the one to save the day. She's been being told not to trust him over and over again, and so I for sure believe that she's going to have backup plans that's going to end up saving them all.
she has a contingency plan.
Wolf of Love Street says, "Yo, fellas, I finished Master and Apprentice. Fantastic book.
Let's go.
Let us know. What did you think about it? Did you have any favorite characters or anything like that?" And then says, "I'm about to be done with Rise of the Red Blade."
Ooh. Very, very nice. Rusty says live action Kyle Katarn with Paul Rudd. Really? I mean, I would love a live action Kyle Katarn, but Paul Rudd.
I don't see him as Kyle Katarn. But I don't know who I do see. You know who I actually see as Kyle Katarn? Chris. One of the Chris's. Chris Pine. I see Chris Pine as Kyle Katarn.
Yeah. I was also going to say Nicholas Offerman. Just as a joke.
Yeah, I see that a lot less.
An observation I've made as someone on the spectrum, I think KB is being written as someone on the spectrum too, just from a few little things that have happened.
That's what I'm reading. That's what I'm reading, especially like that moment where everyone runs and they don't. That's a reaction I've had many times of like, I'm processing this and I don't feel any of the fear that everyone else does or have the same reactions and have to be reminded like, no, an escape seems appropriate.
Yeah, but I feel like that stuff would still be filmed in a way that is not a hero shot. You know what I mean? You can convey that with them running away and then her standing there and then
I didn't see that as a hero shot personally though.
It was a freaking flying zoom in on her, bro. I replayed it during the watch party.
Mm-hmm.
But in towards that end, I do think that if she has plans upon plans and has a backup plan or a contingency with Smee, Jod will be traipsing towards the treasure, and then Smee will grab his hand, and Jod will say, "What are you doing, Smee? Let go of your captain." And then KB comes out of nowhere with the kids, and KB's like, "Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design." And then he's like, "How did you get out?" And then they go to the flashback and how they escape room. That'd be awesome if that's all that happens.
Wolf of Street says Master Apprentice was amazing. Rael Avaros was a great, deep character. Yeah,
sure was.
And tragic too. Just a weird old dirty ruler. Just like
You said a dirty roller?
a dirty ruler.
Oh.
Like they're all putting on the royal vestments and stuff, and he's just like, what's up? We got Captain Goofy Hunter.
How's it going,
How you
Goof?
doing?
Can I call you Goof?
I was like, Goof. That didn't feel right.
My name's Hunter. Goofy Hunter. And that's Captain to you. I don't know why I gave you a British accent. Hello there, guys. Merry Christmas. What's up, Master James Kenobi?
Mm-hmm.
He said absolutely fine. I'm going to call you Goof from now on. Appreciate you, Goof. I hope you are having a wonderful holiday.
The growing relationship between Kenobi and Qui-Gon was such a good dynamic. I look at the Phantom Menace differently. Yeah, they were very different people, you know. Yeah, I thought that was super cool.
What do we think happened to Wim's mom? My guess is somehow she didn't follow the great work and is still alive as a prisoner working in the rhodium mines on Adad.
Ooh.
To which I say, she's the supervisor. That's the twist. I don't know.
That would be cool. That'd be an interesting twist. For the father's journey.
Yeah.
Because then he's like, you are the one stopping me from saving our son. That could be some good storytelling there.
For sure.
Wolf of Wall Street. My personal wish now is that we get a follow-up book to Master and Apprentice that takes place 10 years later. Only this time it's Obi-Wan and Anakin, and they run into Pax and Rahara. And you have like Rahara's past as like a slave being on the run and all this stuff, and she can kind of connect with Anakin on this stuff, and they find out Qui-Gon's gone. But they see the same dynamic between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. They just see it now in Kenobi and Anakin. I think that would be awesome for a book.
And they would name it Master and Apprentice with a question mark. That, or she left At-Aten like whim, but was never able to find her way back. Yeah, I like that too.
That actually would also be really cool. If you have, if and maybe that's why he's so strict, because his mom was also such a dreamer that always wanted to explore or whatever. Just pushing buttons.
So she left At-Aten, found her way into Tak Rened's crew, told them about the Old Republic Mint. They came back, and then she died with the crew.
Jesus. And the first skeleton he found was actually his mom. That'd be
No,
crazy.
just kidding.
Yeah. So I feel like the Bahara stuff plays well into why Qui-Gon had such a soft spot for Anakin's situation. Yeah, absolutely.
But I do think that's an interesting kind of way to explain how Tak's crew found At-Aten. There had to have been someone from At-Aten that escaped and kind of revealed the coordinates.
At-Aten.
I don't remember hearing about no At-Aten.
Oh, stop.
And that's why his dad knows the supervisor isn't going to help them. Ooh, interesting. What if she's one of the pirates and who spread the legend of At-Aten? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe not part of Tak Renod's crew, but for sure, when they left, people were like, "Where are you from, Oathwelder? At-Aten." Can't say I know about an At-Aten. He's like, "Oh yeah, you can find it here, and in these coordinates, and there's a barrier." That's how like all of the pirates started coveting what was on there, because she also had Old Republic dataries, right? She left, started spending the dataries, and everyone was like, "Where'd you get an Old Republic datary?" That's really cool. Really, really cool. Totally expected whim to ignite the bottom of the saber as soon as I saw it was double-sided. It's not double-sided actually. There's a closed pommel that we saw during the episode that it was like right there, the medium shot on whim, and I was like, that's the pommel. It's closed off, so he's gonna ignite that in his feet. But the question is, the question on everyone's mind is it a High Republic hilt or an Old Republic hilt? And I'm saying Old Republic because it looks like it's very much made from the same materials Old Republic dataries would be made from. Because it's very gold, but weathered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be that Electrum used to be a very, very rare material, or became a rare material.
It could be either, but what's interesting is, canonically speaking, we don't have a frame of reference for our Old Republic lightsaber.
Yes, that's why I'm referencing the material itself. Because so here's
Also,
my
someone point out it's more compact. Yeah, that's what I said. It wasn't it was a lot less chunky. But I do feel like the gold, the heavy gold aesthetic was very much favored in the High Republic, as we've seen.
Not true.
Unless you were.
I'll hold on. Let me push back on that. Electrum trim was favored in the High Republic, but they didn't have whole hilts made of the gold.
Yeah, I meant that the gold color aesthetic was very prominent in the High Republic. Not speaking of the, it's not actually gold. but,
Yeah,
no, that aesthetic is very much knitted throughout the High Republic.
So my train of thought when it comes to it being Old Republic is that they're creating a lot of they're making it a point to say that the Datteries are worth a lot, and they have a mint that creates that stuff, which means these jewels of the Old Republic were somewhat supplying this stuff. And having a hilt that is similar to, we don't know if it's Electrum or if it's the same material, raw material as the Old Republic Datteries, but in this case, I'm making that assumption. It would stand to reason that it being made more out of that material means that it comes from an older time when that material was less rare. And during the High Republic, you would have it here and there on their sabers, because obviously time doesn't shut itself off from progressing, so those materials would still see use in the High Republic. That being said, like it being all gold, whether it's the same material as Datteries or not, makes more sense to me that it's a lot older as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also leaning towards Old Republic, mostly because of the Urquhart writing that they were looking at in order to help them find it. But
yeah, also
that's mostly it. I don't have any actual correlation between the lightsaber itself and the data. Everything in there was gold. Also, Adatin must have already been in existence for a long time for it to become a legend worthy of being discovered at that time and all that stuff. So yeah, there's just a lot we don't know.
There's also the fact that captain was looking for that treasure, was looking for that place, and it takes a long time for them to decompose into skeletons. But if we're going back to the time before that crew met their fate, and all of his treasure is from a time where he was still raiding and pillaging, it would have to be from a time that is older than the High Republic. Right? Because he was a pirate, he was pillaging, and he amassed all of this treasure before the High Republic. And it's during this time that they are finding their bones. So go I don't know how many years it takes for them to get to the crash, but then even before the crash, that's when he gets all of the treasure that's in his secret lair. So it's got to be really, really old. In the words of Kim, possibly Proto-Republic. I don't know. Could you imagine that lightsaber had a cord at the end of it? And it was like a proto-saber. It just didn't have the battery pack attached to it. That would be cool. I would have lost my shit.
Somebody keeps bugging me. The first episode, who sabotaged the job and emptied the ship? Maybe. I mean, I don't know that anyone would have had to. Like, they commented that that there was just less stuff being transported, and that, you know, kind of their piracy lanes were drying up at that time.
Yeah. So
that could just be a thing that happened, or they had a source that was bad or something like that. We don't know.
I'm saying, Blue Eagle Gamer says, I'm saying High Republic with the worlds being hidden to protect the mints from the Nile. They were hidden well before the High Republic. I mean, they make it a point to say that it has an Old Republic mint. So during the time of the High Republic, they were already using the new dataries that Qui-Gon has in the prequels. I forget what else. The use of Palmarish numerals as well at Atton's logos, whatever Fern is wearing, makes it so that Atton, as we say, is stuck in that time, which is why they're still minting Old Republic dataries. So they were hidden well before. They were hidden in the Old Republic, essentially. They don't know about the war. They don't know about Alderaan. They don't know about anything that's happened ever since.
Yeah. And there's like the other thing that does support it being Old Republic is also just the vast period of time that the Old Republic covers. It's a very, very large period of time.
Yeah.
Very large period of time. Like, it could be in, you know, within thousands. But also, that being said, there is something to be said about, you know, this ancient, or this pirate captain being like this old legend. When you have so many long-lived species in the galaxy.
It's true.
But that might be me just reading way too deep into things. But I just feel like if it's not uncommon for things to live 200, 400 years, for someone to become like a legend like that, you know, it's gotta be a couple generations back at least. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't know.
Don't they refer to the Galactic Republic now as the Old Republic? Not colloquially.
How or when did the kids or Whim know about the trapdoor lever? The first time that they pushed it.
Mm-hmm.
They pushed it and it opened. Now we'll have to see where it actually goes, because normally that would fall like into a spike pit. So I'm curious. You know, I'm sure they'll be okay. It would be a very grim end to the show if they all just died here. But
to be specific,
but yeah, they did show us.
Neil
that chapter opened.
Neil points to a roast that is not as old as everything else. And then Jod's like, "Don't touch it." Then the seat opens up and is a trapdoor,
which is kind of a bold move. Does that mean that he like always keeps that table stocked up so that you wouldn't notice that there's a fake roast there?
I don't know. No, the real question is that a tip yip?
Tip yip.
Or did Neil say? I know Neil said a roast. Did he say what it was?
Nah, could be a Ronto roast. That's what normally we hear. Do we think the adults don't know what the barrier is and how secluded and hidden they are?
They teach it in school.
No, they definitely know that they're hidden, right? And they were worried, so that's why they suggested that they would send a message out that didn't have the specific information. to hopefully find the kids, so that they couldn't be traced back. So they definitely know.
Yeah,
Now,
they just
if
don't know how
what
much
they
they've
know. If what they know
missed.
is the actual truth, they know what they know, but we don't know what exactly that is.
They know what they know. We don't know what they don't know. But they wouldn't be at least so cognizant of how restricted sending out a message would be if they didn't know that it's important to keep hidden.
My lunch is over. Gotta go. All right, Captain Goofy Hunter. We'll see you on the other side. We definitely gotta talk anime soon though, because lots of stuff be popping off. We also, just saw the Solo Leveling movie, and it was hype.
For a brief second there, we thought it was just a recap, but it turned into the hype. I also read really funnily, "My lunch beware," and I was like, "Huh? What are you trying to warn me about?"
Yeah, that's my lunch break is over. Yeah. Is there any lore on the banking clan post rise of the Empire, or was this episode the first sighting since? So we saw Mune on the planet, and we did have reference to Scipio.
Yes.
We don't know a whole lot about them, but they're still around. They're still, I guess, alive and kicking. And we kind of get that idea specifically from
Tarkin?
No. No, oh my goodness. Our mutuals with the author. With the Leia book about her getting married. Told you, my brain is trash.
The Princess
today.
and the Scoundrel?
Yes. Princess and the Scoundrel by Beth Revis. Yeah, so they go on the Halcyon Legacy with some very high-end clients, and there's a couple references to the wealthy and bankers in the galaxy in that book. And it's actually kind of awkward. There's a few of them who are kind of mad at Leia because they're like, our son was an up-and-coming officer on the Death Star. And you're like, oh, so he was a Nazi. Not sorry he's dead. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to say the banking clan is kind of like the Iron Bank in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
They are completely autonomous from everything that's happening. It's kind of why you have scenes in The Last Jedi like Canto Bight, where things are being sold to the rebels and the Empire.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's people trying to figure out a way. Some people will try to be as neutral as they possibly can until they figure out who the winner is going to be so that they can take advantage of that. Even in the Clone Wars, the banking clan lent to both sides. And it was Palpatine that was trying to take control over it so he can charge crazy interest. It's a whole thing.
I wasn't aware that they were trying to be cautious about the location specifically. I think Farah is the one that says that they won't let us send out a message because of it leading people to at.
Yeah, and then that's when Wim's dad was like, it'll only say this. I can't remember the exact line, but it was going to be vague.
Hey, Wim, how are you? Worried about you.
Let's see. Odds on how many years ago the planet has been hidden? Plus or minus 50 years? Plus. Yeah.
Considering that the droids run things, it's generational. And if you think about it, we said this after episode 2. The fact that they don't have flying cars or any of the technology that we see in the prequels means that they are stuck technologically within a time with which they were hidden. And it really does kind of remind me of Alderaan in Star Wars The Old Republic, to be honest.
It feels less Aspeny. But yeah, no, I get that. No, I just like to think of it as everything runs on rails, just as a metaphor to show you how rigid that society is and how stuck in your specific roles everyone is.
Also, the most important question: what did that servant mean? Not again. The servant where? In Lanupa?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that's referring to.
Element equals right, in my opinion. I agree. I don't know. The servant who got
who got eaten by the Hutt.
Oh,
okay. I do remember that, and I was like, and I was confused. I was like, did that servant get eaten before and processed? Sent out the other end. I don't know.
It's one of two things. Choco's first one, or the servants seen other servants gotten eaten, and they're like, "Oh no, not again."
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, all right, don't eat the waiters." And then they're like,
like, how do you get eaten again? Made me laugh. Yeah, I mean, to Choco's point, like, it could be that
could be running laps.
They could. We don't know much about the physiology of Hutts, but if Choco's first point is true, that means that they go through the system relatively unscathed, but suffering. Maybe they didn't like the tip.
Nope. Not doing that.
Is the captain someone we know or will know? They hid his face in the hollow for a reason, I think. I don't think we know him, but I do think that hiding it was for the purposes of hiding longevity, because I think if they show us that it's like a Thisbai Asian, for example, then we're like, yeah, that captain's like 400 years ago, you know what I mean? But if they showed like a human, we'd be like, oh, then he's like 80. So I think it's for that purpose.
I mean, we could also end up in a Bad Batch situation. Like, they hide the identity because we would focus too much on that, and it's not relevant to the story being told. That's always possible as well.
I do think that it's to be revealed, though, for sure. Oh my gosh! Hear me out.
It's Trash Can Man.
It's Hondo. And he didn't die with his crew.
And Hondo's been immortal this whole time, like we've been talking.
Well, I mean, yeah. But, realistically speaking, Hondo is long-lived. Weequays are long-lived.
Yeah.
The
captain was Crosshair. Solved it. Exactly.
All right. It's time for the games. You guys know what game we're gonna play? We're gonna play Real Fans Would Know. There's only 5 statements. We're testing this out. This is a Skeleton Crew centered game for this week, and then we're gonna play Pictionary afterwards.
Yeah.
So let's go over to the Real Fan stage. Now, those of you who want to play along with us on the TikTok side, feel free to join us on the red play button side. It's revealing the first statement. Okay, hold on. And it's also showing our good friend and not us. Hold on. Which one is it?
Let's see here. Is there a scene for it for for the TikTok side is at all? Wait, is that Gojo?
Unsure.
Don't tell my wife. Have to hide the Gojos from her.
We haven't done this scene in a long time. That's why it's out of date. But I am updating it right now.
There we go. Okay. Restore the chat.
I might as well
here.
just do it live.
Could we see the supervisor in the next few episodes, and that ends up being the captain? That's something that I thought of, as well. Which could be interesting, like if that captain had figured out a way to get there and had gotten there, himself.
Is that Gojo? Yes, it is.
But yeah, that's what I said during our live reaction. Is what if they're the supervisor?
All right. So you guys know the rules of this game. You guys have 3 attempts. I don't know if we're gonna track that religiously. This usually happens when we have guests on, but
Oh, good old fake Steve.
a statement will never be incorrect by omission or lack of specificity. So if we say Luke and Han were in this room and Leia was also in the room, that does not mean that what is incorrect about the statement is that Leia was also in the room. You guys who have played this before know what's going on. We're going to read a statement as if it were fact, and something is wrong with the statement, and you guys in the chat have to say real fans would know. Real fans would know, and then correct that statement. However you choose to correct it. Now, some people,
Kenny, there are always call-ins.
Yeah, some people have gone too far with their corrections and have thusly remained wrong. So, if you guys want to call in and participate, you can. Again, it's dyadintheforce.com/call if you want to join in on this and participate live and in color. Real fans would know, but I don't. Listen, you guys give yourselves not enough credit. And this is also recent in everyone's mind because this is all within Skeleton Crew episode 1 through 5. So,
and the thing is, the Star Wars community that we've been able to cultivate here, yeah, y'all don't realize you guys are far and away the most knowledgeable Star Wars group around. It's crazy.
Now this is just a five statement teaser. We'll have a good full real fans would know next week for episode 200, where we're just gonna hang out with you guys and play games all day. Not all day, just for the episode. We're gonna have a spicy noodle challenge. We're gonna taste some British snacks. We're gonna do all of that good stuff.
What do you want?
Is anyone calling in? We have a caller.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good. I thought this is what you wanted.
Welcome, caller, to the call. You are caller number 1. How are you?
Not too bad. How you guys doing?
That's quiet.
You guys not hearing me?
Oh, it's
It's
getting
very
a little
low.
bit louder.
Okay.
Yes, Marianne, if you want to call in. We'll have everyone on.
Young, we're expecting you to call in as well.
We are expecting friends.
Skeleton Crew was your number 1 anticipated, so we would be honored if you would join us.
Can you guys still hear me?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
much better.
that's much
Okay.
better. We have...
I have a cat messing with my microphone.
We have Amari. Hello.
You have Amari.
Hi, Mari.
Hello.
Congrats on your next panel, by the way.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Let me see if I could fix this really quickly so we have more room on the top.
Thane, why do you have such crazy eye boogers? Come here.
That's a sentence.
Ugh.
How are you guys doing?
Not too bad, just on break.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
glad to have you here. And again, happy to actually be able to jump on Hunters with you. I tried getting it to work well on BlueStacks, but like it wasn't doing what it needed to do.
No, you're fine. The only thing, if you've been playing it on mobile or Switch, at least by just like as a pastime, that'll help. But if you haven't jumped in, dude, oh my god. It's
So,
perfectly well balanced in my opinion. It really does have some of the most fun, unique characters and cosmetics in any game I've seen thus far yet.
All right. I have read the book, and that was a lot of fun. I love that the concept is like wrestling, but in Star Wars. Harrison James, is Hunters coming to console too? To my knowledge, it's only coming to PC. That's the only thing that's being added.
Yep, for right now it's only going to be on Switch, mobile, and soon PC. And only on Steam PC. Let me make that perfectly clear.
Okay, so I gave us more room, but it looks like Kenny's giant eyes. That's fine.
I can barely hear you guys.
It's not my problem. Just kidding. What?
Is it my phone?
Master James Kenobi says, Avengers!
Assemble!
Assemble!
But Master James Kenobi, if you are playing Star Wars Rivals, let us know, and we would be honored to play with y'all.
We got another caller. We got Harris
Hey.
from 1992.
Red.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
What was that? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Harris.
How's it going,
Oh,
buddy?
I can just hear all you guys. I can't see any of you guys, so this is very interesting.
Yeah, same.
Gotcha.
I just see myself.
Hey,
Yeah,
sometimes that's
there's-
good enough.
There's certain things you should be able to see the screen soon. But yeah, you won't see everyone in the call. It just takes a lot of the pressure.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
Hey.
Much better.
I am
Oh, now I
super
see by the
blown up right now.
1992 thing. Oh my god, my video quality is horrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. Mine's pretty bad too.
It's okay. Kenny is a large face.
It's true. Could be Kenny. Oh, look at that. Look, going to landscape.
It's called turning the phone the other direction.
Will you be able to see the statements?
Yeah, I can see it below me.
I wouldn't say that sentence again. Anyways. All right, is everybody in the chat? Is everybody in the chat ready to play? No, we have another caller. Wow, this is great.
A new challenger.
This is absolutely great. I love you guys so much. We have a
Hey,
talent card.
James!
Hello.
James, how are you? Isn't it a lovely day?
Can you give us a mic test?
I hope you know every time I every time I see you pop up, I sing that song from James and the Giant Peach.
Can't hear you, talent card.
1 second.
You guys remember how to play this, right?
It's been a while, but I think so.
It's been a while.
Since I
I'm not
I've
going to
been-
do very well, so I'm not very excited about it.
And copyright claim.
Hold my head up high. It's bold of you to assume that they would be able to recognize the song based off of my terrible singing. Thank you for that vote of confidence.
Man, I have a feeling you and me, Choco, circled around the same music pool for some weird reason.
Trying to think of a prize. 1 second.
A crisp high five.
Chris, at DietCon? Yes, let's go.
Oh yeah, Mari, how was your first hockey game?
Oh, it was fantastic. I'm going to get season tickets. I'm so excited. I'm going again on Tuesday for New Year's Eve. Love it.
Nice.
So much fun. That's so much fun.
So James Kenobi says, "Give me 2 seconds."
They just had a Star Wars night, which was a lot of fun.
They
This
just
is
broke
gonna
out
be
into a
interesting.
Stain song. The stream's getting weird. Yeah.
No, we're just giving you your money's worth now. All right, Marianne.
I mean, let us know if you have any requests.
Kenny, Harris.
No opera, that's all I say.
What's wrong with opera? Opera's good.
I fall asleep to it.
Opera's fun. I wanted to be an opera singer.
I'm sorry, Mari, I fall asleep to it every time.
I'm a Spooky Kitty once. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Ooh.
You know, for a song I've heard a million times, I still don't know the words to that song. I don't know if Kurt Cobain knew the lyrics.
I don't think
Saying time so
I forget what concert it was. I know Kurt Cobain once purposely sang the wrong lyrics to the song just to screw with everybody, just to see if anyone would notice.
Oh
The
my
greatest
God.
thing I've ever seen, though, had to be one of their performances at the Video Music Awards, where the bassist threw his bass into the air and then it came down and hit him on the head and he just fell backwards on the stage. It was just like laying there. And I was like,
my god!
what is what's happening? And then if I recall correctly, Kurt Cobain like climbed into the rafters and just like stood up there like a little like goblin for the rest of the award show, and everyone's like, why is he?
That tracks. Yeah.
Why is he up there? What is he doing?
That's amazing.
All right, James, if you can't get it to work, you're going to have to play on the chats. We're going to have to get things rolling here.
Yeah.
It's only 5 questions anyway, and then we're going to do a round of Pictionary.
Just Pictionary!
Skeleton Crew Acolyte Edition. All right, let's go to our first statement. In episode 1 of the Skeleton Crew, Wim is studying just before going to bed. Wendell enters his room and asks him, "What's the basic table of 5?" To which Wim responds, 1.6094. Wendell corrects Wim and says, "Almost. It's 5." Raise your hands when you would like to attempt this.
I wasn't even really paying attention that much to that line at
Yeah,
all.
when they were doing math, I was like, yeah, check out. I was like, no.
Math on my Star Wars show? Never.
Exactly.
Don't overthink it. Now you guys are overthinking it. Kenny.
Oh, Kenny.
Real fans would know Wim wasn't studying before he went to bed. He was reading his Jedi book before he went to bed. And then his father came in and asked him about the numbers.
That's incorrect. He was
Real
studying.
fans will know that Wim was procrastinating and actually not studying.
That is incorrect. He was studying.
Okay, I'll
And
give
then
it a
his dad
shot.
enters and he's like, "Ask me one."
I'll give it a shot.
Marianne.
Real fans would know that those are not the correct numbers that Wim gave. The
That
correct
is-
sequence of numbers.
That is incorrect. Those are the numbers. But I like where your head's at.
Woo!
Harrison
We're getting
James
there,
says
guys.
real fans would know Wim wasn't studying before his dad came in. Oh yeah, that was incorrect as well. You guys are on. Well, Marianne's on the right track, but you can't reattempt until someone else gets it wrong.
Dang it, come on, guys.
Wait, well, no, actually,
I have nothing.
Choco,
Brain
have you
empty,
seen
no
these
thoughts.
statements? 'Cause I know
I
asked
have-
you to-
No, I wasn't able to review them.
Okay, I mean you can
Give it a
attempt
shot.
if you'd like.
Survivor rate, shot in the dark.
I mean, real fans would know Windows correction wasn't almost. It's 5.
That is correct.
I was so close. That was gonna be my next guess.
Wendell
What's that one?
says almost. You'll get it eventually.
That was gonna be my next one. Was Wendell's answer?
Yeah, you were on the right track.
Sorry, I. Spooky Kitty. Oh, my fan status is already in jeopardy. No. This is the pedantic of the pedantic. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
These are not things that you should know off the cuff.
Yeah, we use the term or the phrase real fans would know, ironically. So, moving on to our next statement. Wim goes to Neil's home to tell him about the Jedi temple that he found. As he peeks through the transparent steel, he sees Neil's siblings all seated on the couch. Getting Tulu's attention, he asks Tulu where Neil is. Tulu then points upward, telling Wim where Neil is. I'm just gonna keep on saying it. Don't overthink this. Harith's got his Benedict Cumberbatch pose on. Kenny.
Real fans would know he wasn't peeking through transparent steel. It was just glass.
That's neither here nor there, but that's incorrect. I was just using Transparent Steel as the name.
I see nothing wrong with this statement. That's the problem.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Marianne.
Real fans would know it wasn't Tulu?
That is incorrect.
Mm.
Real fans would know it was not about the Jedi Temple, because wasn't it about him getting lost and talking with Fern?
That is incorrect. James, are you in? Can we hear you? Looks like it's not.
No,
Just make sure
can't
he's
hear
not
it.
muted. You can just type your answer. You can raise your hand on video and then just type your answer. But you did say real fans would know it's not Tulu, which is incorrect. So you guys can guess again.
Okay, wait.
Marianne.
I can guess again, right? Real fans would know not all of Neil's siblings were sitting on the couch.
That is correct.
Yay!
Oh,
One was
nice.
like either on the floor or standing there.
Oh, yeah, because one was on
Tulu
the
is
floor.
On the floor, yes.
Yeah.
Very good,
Watching
very
a
good. You're
weird
getting
circus.
it now.
Yay!
What we like to do with these statements is put in a lot of like really small details that you guys are just gonna latch onto.
Yeah, and so again, don't anyone in the chat don't feel like your fan card is in question, because again, this is not something for reasonable people to know.
It's just for fun, really.
It's just misdirection.
All right, next statement. When Wim and Neil take a seat at a hawker's stand in the port of Borgo, Wim orders to whatever he's having, pointing to the right of them. The fry cook then asks Nibsy to prepare 2 squelching noodles, charging 2 decks. Don't overthink it. We should make it the motto. Go ahead, Harith.
It's not 2 of whatever. I think it's just that I'll have whatever he's having. And then I think Neil goes, I'll have that too.
That's incorrect. Marianne.
Real fans would know that Wim didn't point to the right.
That is incorrect. He pointed to the right.
The guy was seated to the right of him.
I'm just guessing at this point. I thought okay. I don't know why I thought it was left, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. Is Dark Souls hard?
James
Dark
Kenobi.
Souls is worse.
James Kenobi says, real fans would know. I was just about to say that. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I believe in y'all. You can like there's other don't be shy about answering.
I was waiting for Kenny.
Kenny.
Real fans would know the cook prepared the noodles, not Nibs
That is
or
incorrect.
Nibsy.
I know you guys aren't gonna cheat and look at the chat. But Harrison James is on the right track. Don't look at the chat. No one look at the chat.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking. Focus on the statement. Wait, can I?
I don't
can
even
I,
have
can I
chat
answer
up.
again? Can I
You're
answer
lucky I
again?
only have one monitor, so I don't. I can't. I could like be like.
Marianne can go again. Yes.
Yay! Okay. Real fans would know. It's not 2 decks.
That is incorrect.
We're just narrowing it down at this point.
Yeah, that's why you gotta just keep throwing them out there. Don't be shy.
No, so he pointed to the right. It was 2 decks. Okay.
So Master James Kenobi in the chat says real fans would know they aren't squelching noodles, and that is correct.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, he doesn't say what they are
Exactly.
at all. He just
It's just really gross.
The fry
yeah,
cook says to Nibsy, 2 specials.
no.
And then he comes
just
to
pours
Wim
it.
and Neil. Here you go, 2 daily specials. I just added squelching noodles because he cracks something into the bowl and then the captions say squelches. So it's the Star Wars version of Welch's. All right, so we have Marianne with 1, James with 1, Choco with 1, Kenny and Harith sporting those snake eyes.
We'll get there. We got this, Harith.
We got the donut eggs.
All right, 4th statement, second to last one. When the kids are imprisoned by Brutus and they meet Jod Nanawood, he offers to help them escape so long as they take him along. He explains, I've been stuck on this crabby rock far too long. When Fern expresses that they can't reach the key, Jod replies, the distance between us and the key is an illusion. It's not about the statement, it's about the peen. I get it.
Yeah.
Jesus,
no,
Young.
Young says Choco gets to draw peens again. No, I laughed about that first, and then I laughed about something else right afterwards.
God, I was playing Pictionary.
It is fun to come back to this game knowing that I just know all the answers.
Let's go, guys. Kenny.
Real fans would know he just pulled the key to him. He did not say any of that last part.
No, he did.
That
He
is
did.
incorrect.
He did. He did say that. Okay, I'll give an answer.
Marianne.
Real fans would know that he doesn't say Krabby Rock.
That is correct.
Yay!
He says Fraggle Rock. No, I'm just kidding.
He says he
I want to
says
say stingy.
he says scabby.
Scabby, that's what it was.
Now I got the song stuck in my head. Thank you, Choco.
Now does that work?
Now
Hey.
Aha! Hey guys, how we doing?
Good.
all right. So now you have one shot to not win because Marianne.
Oh.
Oh wait, no,
great.
you do. You have one. Okay, so you can tie it up with Marianne.
You could tie it up, yeah.
Kenny and Harith are just playing for solidarity.
They're helping me narrow stuff down.
I don't know if that's a compliment. All right, 5th and last statement. Here we go. When Jod finds out that Kim had reported him to the New Republic Sector Patrol, he places his hand on his blaster. Kim responds saying, "You wouldn't shoot me, an old friend." Kim then implores the children not to trust him, saying Crimson Jack is a scoundrel. James has a chance to tie it up, so does Choco, but I'm thinking Choco already knows the answer.
I want to make a joke, but I don't want to point it to any specific area.
Harith.
She doesn't say old friend. Real fans would know she doesn't say old friend. She just said you wouldn't shoot me.
This is the point where you overcorrect. That is incorrect. Oh. Once again, Harrison James scores the chat point.
Ah, damn it.
Anyone can chime in except for Harris.
I was thinking that same thing, Young. So, not as the answer, but just that
Kenny.
was the first thing I noticed.
Real fans would know Kim told the children to run. Do not trust Crimson Jack.
That is incorrect.
I honestly don't know where Harith was going with his statement, so I got nothing.
Try to simplify it. Don't
I mean, Harris,
overcorrect.
you should.
Yeah,
you can
I-
guess.
I thought the rule was like I thought everyone had to go, then I could loop back.
No,
in.
no, you just can't go
You-
twice
you-
in a row.
You just
but
can't go
can-
twice in a row. Got it. I was gonna say, real fans would know. She starts the sentence with "old friend, you wouldn't shoot me."
That is incorrect.
Damn it, Heron!
You're killing me, Smalls.
Jeez.
Okay, I'll shot in the
Go
dark.
ahead, Marianne.
Real friends would know that Kim doesn't say that first sentence. That she doesn't say you wouldn't shoot me. I don't know.
That is incorrect.
I don't know.
You got okay.
Y'all
I'm gonna,
be tap dancing on it, and I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you right now. You guys are on the correct thing. You're just not saying it right. Harith is trying to replace the quote with another quote, and that's wrong. And then you're
simplify it.
yeah.
Simplify it.
Simplify it. Let's go, talent card.
Real friends would know. He just says you wouldn't shoot me. Talon cards.
Also incorrect.
You're doing the same thing.
He just said it in better phrasing than I did.
You can go simple. Young
Oh my God,
semantics,
isn't that
y'all are
simple?
cruel.
Is it real fans would know you wouldn't shoot me? Is it just literally just that?
No, that's incorrect.
That's what I said. I said.
You can be very simple with pointing out what's incorrect without providing a wrong answer in addition to your...
Let me know when you guys are
This is what we
finished
say.
guessing.
This is what I say about don't overcorrect.
The next time we do this game, can I provide questions? Because
Yeah,
I want to be as pedantic. 'Cause I know I did a time before, but I wasn't pedantic enough.
No, your questions were great. Yeah, but bring it on anytime. Are there no more guesses?
Okay,
Brandon,
wait. Can I do one more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go completely away from this just to because real fans would know that. I lost my train of thought. Never mind. It's gone. Never mind.
Okay, well, just to reveal that Harrison James scored the chat point. Choco, go ahead.
Real fans would know that that's not what Kim said.
I knew I should have stopped at
That
that's
is
what Kim
correct.
said.
She does say you wouldn't shoot me, but she doesn't
God
say
damn
an
it.
old friend.
You guys kept being like, she
This
didn't
is
say the
what she
first
said.
sentence, and you're like, no, she did say the first sentence.
And then Harris said
But-
she didn't say this, she said that, but that was also incorrect.
If you had stopped with she didn't say that, then you would have been incorrect. But you said she said this instead, and the thing you interjected was incorrect.
Oh my God.
And so like the whole time we were just like tap dancing on it, and it was hurting my brain. It was literally, it makes my brain itch.
Hurting your brain. This was hurting my brain.
So Harrison got it correct, saying real fans would know Kim actually says you wouldn't shoot me in front of the children, which is what she said.
Children.
But Choco was also correct in saying that's not what she said. So this is when we're like, don't overcorrect, don't overthink it. If something looks wrong to you, just be like, that's wrong. I don't know what was said, but that's wrong. So that works.
My brain sucks today, so I couldn't remember the actual line. But I was like, it's not that though.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to
Dictionary. Yay!
now.
And with that said, I have to head out. I'm on a phone break. You guys have a nice rest of your stream. Bye, everybody in chat. Bye, everybody in the party.
Take care.
I will be keeping
Kenny.
an eye out and guessing at the same time.
Awesome to see you, man.
All right, so the link is in the chat. If you want to
Now we're
join in the
getting
game,
Courage to look at the chat.
Yeah, now you can look at the chat.
as I fix things.
Look for me.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A commercial.
Hey, they gotta pay the bills.
I just, you know, my Hulu membership doesn't have commercials. My YouTube subscription doesn't have commercials, and I get confused nowadays when they come on. I'm like, what is happening?
What is this thing?
Why are commercials so much louder than the actual content? Like, that feels illegal.
I was
Like,
watching
alright.
hockey
Like, it's
earlier, and the
abrasive.
commentators were louder than the game. It was quite annoying.
Like the bass is just so much. You're just like, whoa, what the fuck?
I paid money to get rid of you. Why are you still here?
Right?
All right, we got Marianne, we got Talon Card, we got Young, Harith, and Choco, and myself. Is anyone else trying to join? Should we wait? Well, you guys can join during the.
You guys ready for
yes.
the worst drawings ever?
Hey, this is an easy one. This is Acolyte and Skeleton Crew, so lots of recency.
Remember, you do have to pick very quickly when you get your 2 prompts popping up.
Yes, or it will skip you.
Otherwise, that skips your turn.
All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Seto.
Oh, I mean, let's start with something simple, I guess.
Grimace?
I don't know how to.
Darth Teeth?
It's really simple. I mean, don't overthink it.
I don't know. Oh,
When you said don't overthink it, I was like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I would be. It would be a disservice to continue drawing at this point. Come on, Talon Card. Jeez. Is in fact Sith. Some of these words are that simple. All right, James.
Why did your drawing look like Snape, though? That was weird.
Could have been, you know, Snaith.
Okay. Ooh. What's his name? I forget his name.
I don't know how else to draw this.
what? Baymax. I don't know.
Oh, okay. How do I?
I mean, huh?
Oh, okay.
What is that? Draw more.
Oh,
Don't overthink it, Pep.
does it have a?
God damn it.
Oh.
Okay.
No, I got nothing.
Don't overthink it, Marianne.
I draw. Okay. Jesus Christ. Don't know.
I kept writing Pip the droid. A droid named Pip. You know, so, and again,
I was trying to think of the simplest droid to draw.
This is gonna be so bad. I'm so sorry.
Getting my mouse for this. What's the name of your mouse? Are we real? Come on now. I see.
What?
Like what you did.
Don't overthink it, Choco.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. What's it called?
Don't overthink it! It's a name!
Choco, I need you to lock in.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
I love Young in the chat going, fuck!
Oh God, I'm dumb. I was trying to be like, what's the name of the little thing that lives in his eye?
I know, I just put the squeak to be like, he has the little thing in his eye.
I kept putting different names for it. Little rat thing. Little.
Oh my god, this is gonna be the worst.
All right, we
Alright.
got arms. The Jedi person. Oh my gosh.
What? The...
Score.
Oh.
No. I
I was like, he didn't finish her. Oh, that's. That's all.
I mean,
What gives me the worst drawings on the planet?
physiologically,
I love it.
you
That's
could have drawn slugs or something. All right, here comes Young.
Ooh.
We should have played this at DiadCon.
Yeah. Devil.
Fucking side by side. Oh. Oh, wait.
Your potato.
Does look. Oh, okay.
Got it. Very good.
You
For some reason, my head was more in a green space, but I think you're
a
right.
green space, a green day.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Right empty, no thought.
I got nothing.
Rhymes with pain.
It's a name. Oh.
Oh.
Who's
Yeah,
Vane?
That's
know
Gorian
who Vane
Shard's
Vane? He?
lieutenant that is on Porto Borgo.
Oh.
Surprised Young knew his face that quick. Not surprised.
I got that immediately.
What in the heck?
How'd you get that immediately?
You just gotta look at
Oh.
the great detail with
Oh.
puzzle.
Oh,
Oh.
no?
Her biceps. Squidward.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, it had to be
Okay, I'm
done.
going for something really.
That was truly a masterpiece.
It was beautiful. Hi,
I'm going for
Daisy.
something really.
What are you doing? What? This is the.
Okay, let's make it.
Green? Okay.
I also gave a hint.
I keep dancing around the
Six layer.
answer.
What?
It's like I hate when you're like, it's so close, and you're just like slamming on the answer like 15 times.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, Young got it.
Oh,
Acid trap.
I kept typing
That's-
acid
okay, it makes
bath,
sense.
acid pool. I was like,
Okay, it makes sense now.
It's a trap because it can be
looked
deactivated.
Like, it looked like grass to me.
How are you guys getting it?
Because it was a good drawing.
Is it?
Is Neil brown though, Harris?
I was just looking at like the ears.
Daisy, can I help you? Do you need something, Daisy?
What is that?
What? Oh. Yes, hello. What? Rar.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Rar.
I just loved hearing the responses on that one.
not the roar just immediately giving. I'm like,
All right,
oh,
if
no.
y'all don't get this, y'all are fired.
Okay, I'm gonna just go fire myself then.
I think I get it, but I don't want to answer.
Yeah.
Wow, woo!
Harris, you're no longer fired.
I know the Star Wars.
You know the Star Wars. Don't overthink it, Pep.
No, I just don't want to answer.
You should. Just don't overthink it.
I mean, the round doesn't end until you do.
Sword.
Yay!
You should have just like put stupid stuff in the chat.
I should have. I should have just been. All right, Harith. What are you spelling? Snape? Like Star Wars? Or I mean, Harry Potter? Snape?
Thanos? That's not skeleton crew or acolyte.
What?
One person got it.
The minute I got that, oh, amazing.
YOLO. Snap?
I made this quiz and I don't even know what the.
Very well done.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it, he says. Okay. Snap.
Oh gosh, really?
Pep got it.
Amazing.
Too soon.
Is it though?
I mean, draw more.
Oh, come on! Rude!
Too soon.
I should have just. I was gonna just put horde originally, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go for a more messed up one.
Not nice.
Surely messed up.
You should have drawn him like shirtless or something. Like, you know,
Well,
do like
originally I was
abs
gonna
or
do the
whatever.
hands on the neck and then just like.
Damn, Young coming in with the peen. Sorry. I mean, yeah.
Curly hair. Huh?
Is that the no name from
No.
Spirited Away? It looks.
Oh yeah. It does look like that. What?
I want to.
Die.
What?
I want to go home.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I mean, he looks like he's on death sticks. I can see that.
Carbon.
Oh no.
Forgot
Should
the
draw more
beard.
scars on his face.
Hi, Jesus. Okay. Well, we're doing stick figure.
Okay. Wow. All right. What? Those legs?
I don't know what I'm doing.
What?
I'm so confused.
I don't know what you're doing.
How did Young get this?
Oh,
That's what I want to know.
okay. Jeez. Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Oh my god.
It's gonna be the bane of our existence.
What? What?
It's John. He was in prison. he was pulling
looking the key.
Oh! I was like, how do you get shot out of that?
I'm sorry.
My brain was on the hard part because when we're split between TV shows, I'm like, my brain's going this way, but it's asking this one.
Ooh.
What?
Hey, don't judge it yet.
What is going on?
The more of it this draws, the more confused I get.
Yes!
I got it. I just had to lock in.
Ah.
Essentially, we boil it down to that. He's like,
Okay, but actually, that's a really good picture.
Oh,
right.
That is a really good picture.
it is, but the order you drew it made me guess other things.
Yeah.
I thought you were drawing this and then making me point to that thing.
I just didn't want to draw a stick figure Asian Jedi. Just kind of like
Wise.
Oh.
Oh my! Are you kidding me?
Shouldn't be too hard.
I'm like close, but I don't. What? I'm close, but I don't understand.
Right?
I also love Mari being at 66.
How are you close but not there?
I don't know.
What are you typing?
Add
Lightsaber whip? Saber whip? No.
Yeah, I typed a lot of things that were close.
You guys are overcomplicating it.
Minus the saber.
Light
There you go.
whip?
Just light whip.
Who wrote this quiz? Because I'm coming after you.
It's lighter than a lightsaber whip.
I wrote lightsaber whip, light whip, saber whip, lightsaber whip, space. I use hyphen.
Did you put a spacing in it and did it just all one word?
I tried
I
all
put
of
a
the
space
spacing
in it.
differences.
I put a space in it and it worked.
Oh.
I like the guess of Neil there.
Oh my god.
Look, I had to just go for it, you know?
This thing does not like me.
Huh?
Don't overthink it, Pep.
Yep. Yay!
I accidentally typed Skeletron crew.
Electron crew. Oh god, I'm gonna have to really lock in here.
I believe in you.
What the?
That looks like a really angry Kylo Ren.
How the hell do you spell this name? Oh, finally! Damn!
That was a good hint.
Creep.
Oh, are
What?
you trying to? Okay. He's trying to do the.
So I got it instantly, but like an idiot, I put Darth in front of it.
Oh, how dare!
I did the same thing.
What a fool I was.
How dare us be correct?
I just gotta remember plague is in the word and then is. Two different words. Plague, is.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Bam!
That's a good drawing.
Come on, Harris.
I like the unimpressed.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot.
Okay, so listen. I know there's a trope about like Asians having colored hair, but y'all wear it so well. Oh,
Are you saying
no.
I should dye my hair
Yes.
Bright blue.
bright blue?
Mm.
Do lightsaber blue.
I will truly be a fairy tale mage then.
Lightsaber blue in the name of Satil Shan.
Giving me ideas.
I'm sorry. Perspective is going to be terrible.
Those look like just a lot of penises now.
Does. Oh my god, I can't unsee it.
Oh, why?
And young
Now everything's going to look like a penis now. Why did you do that to me? That's not what it is. Oh.
Young got the penis picture.
Oh my god, what's the name? What's the name
Woo!
of it?
Oh, okay. That's a good drawing, actually.
Yep, I was like trying to, I was like
Now that he said it, everything I do is just penises. Damn it, what?
Oh. How do I draw this?
By the way, Onyx Cinder has to be one of the coolest names. Like, it's just a hard name. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a superhero, I'd want my name to be Onyx Cinder. You know? Ooh.
Dracula. But
what is my boy doing here?
oh,
Oh my goodness.
yes. Wow, these are
Wow,
really
nice.
I can't get
Oh
it.
my god.
I keep getting it close. I keep saying close. A Captain
Oh my
Crimson?
God.
I don't know.
It was Captain Silvo.
It was Captain Silver. I was just misspelling.
I was
it like
trying
an
to
idiot.
draw Jod, but with the helmet on.
Yeah, no, I got exactly what it was, but I was like, he has so many freaking names.
All right, well,
That was a great
will
game. That was
do
awesome.
it.
And I've missed Pictionary.
Yeah, we'll do it again
I
next week.
have to.
Huh?
I've missed Pictionary. I was so glad when you messaged me and said you're gonna do Pictionary tonight.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it next week again. We'll add some more to that because I was just doing it really quickly. Someone's still playing apparently.
Yeah, you can hop out. Everyone can.
Yeah. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode of Dyad in the Force. I have to go cook dinner. So thank you everyone for hanging out, for tuning in, for playing Phallic-tionary with us. For participating in Real Fans Would Know.
Apparently, I made a multi-peni rocket ship.
The Onyx Pinder.
Yes.
Is it a game of Dyad Pictionary if we don't think something is a penis?
It's true, honestly. It's the Onyx Pinder. All right. Thanks, James. Thanks, Harith. Thanks, Marianne, for calling in. Thanks for Young, Spooky Kitty, Harrison James. Have a wonderful New Year's, guys. We'll see you guys next week for more games and our Spicy Noodle Challenge.
And
But-
Spooky Kitty, I am expecting you to play Pictionary next time. You better.
Yes,
Got
he has
called
seen a lot of wieners.
out.
All right. That's it. On to the next one.
For Light and for Life.
Someone's still playing. We are all We are all fallacies.
No, you're not.
And I was gonna say something about the kids, but I can't follow it with that.
Amazing.
I don't know. May the Onyx Cinder be with you.
Padme
Always.
as well. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Talon Card.